good stuff. Okay, we've been talking about spiritual warfare. I was walking today, and I was listening to a song. It was actually that song that was just on "Fill Me Up, Lord," and I was listening to it, and I was just crying as I was walking, and I was like, Lord, we've got to start seeing more of the kingdom advance. I talk to you all, and I really try to encourage you guys about this kingdom thing and everything. It's really because I see so much going on in the world, and I know you all see the same things. You all see the enemy doing his thing and advancing his agendas. And it's time for us to rise up and to advance God's agendas. So, I was just, I don't know if you all think like that sometimes. I think like that. I'm like, this isn't all. This can't be all there is. And I'm just hungry for more of him, more of his power, more of his presence. I don't want church to be mundane. I want church to be, church is set up. This is how it's supposed to be set up. It's supposed to be set up to gird us up and to prepare us for whatever's going on out in the world, so that we would be prepared for whatever comes our way, right? Church is that place where it's like, it's where you go get your orders. It's where you go get your assignment. It's where, and we need a church that's operating that way. I feel like this is that place, but I want more of it. I want more of him. I don't want it to be few and far between that we get a word from God. I want it to be every Tuesday night. I want something to be popping off in here that's from him, right? I want his kingdom impacting you guys and changing us completely, our hearts, our mindsets. So anywho, today and when I got home from my little walk and I was praying, Tim was still home and we were praying and together. And this is what he said. He says that this is a word of encouragement. He says not only for you and your husband, but for the people of God. Because I felt like I was getting discouraged. And I think God wants to encourage us tonight. To let us know that he hears us. He knows what's going on. And he is not, this is what he said. He said, the righteous will never be forsaken, nor their seed never beg. They will never beg for bread. He says that I am with you always. And that wasn't only for me. I told you he said this was for the people. So this was for you all. I don't know if someone has been discouraged here lately, but God wants to encourage you. He said, I'll repeat it again. He said this is a word of encouragement. He's saying the righteous will never be forsaken, nor their seed never beg for bread. I am with you always. That's what he said this morning. So I hope that I have set an atmosphere in here where you're getting that, and where you're leaving here encouraged. Right? You feel that? I know, me too. I do. Because there's got to be more. There's got to be more of him in us. He talks about all this power and all this authority, but we don't see it. When we go to church, when we go to places, and we see people doing the same things, their hearts aren't changed. You know what I mean? And this can't be just talk. This can't be, we can't lead our lives with a cliche. And that's what we have dummied the word down to be, as a cliche. And it's not. He says my word is alive. And if there's anything I can get across to you guys, is that his word is alive. It's active. It's powerful. He said he watches over his word so to perform, but he wants us to stop walking in the flesh. That's what it is. And I kid you not. He says those that that seek him and want him. He says you must seek him in spirit and in truth. He's saying that there's another realm that we need to be in when we're seeking him. And then the things that are going on in this world and in this earth are spiritual. And we've got to start opening up our spiritual eyes so that we can see the things that are happening. So that you can start speaking according to his word to change atmospheres, to change mindsets, laws, all these things. He's created us to do that. He never, remember that we talked about this in Genesis, when he stepped out into confusion and he spoke what he wanted to come about. He didn't speak what he seen. He says it was dark. It was confusing. It was confusion. That's what the enemy has done in this world. He has created a place that is confusing. It's crazy. It's messed up. But he's wanting us to rise up as kingdom citizens and change these things through our words and through prayer. There is nothing that goes on this earth without prayer. Nothing. Nothing. There is nothing that goes on in this earth without prayer.